The number of cell phone users in this country rose from 100,000 in 1987 to more than 24 million by the end of 2010. Now, there's always been suggestions and concerns over health issues around cell phones, and now Health Canada is suggesting people limit their use. Dana Hutchings joins us now with more in tonight's Checkpoint.
Scott, cell phones emit a low-level radio frequency energy. The RF energy given off by cell phones is a type of non-ionizing radiation. And while Health Canada says more research is required, data suggests RF energy might cause cancer, and kids and teens are most at risk. Even if they're side by side, teenagers spend a lot of time talking and texting on their cell phones.
A lot.
24/7. Probably like 5 hours.
But now Health Canada says maybe that isn't such a good idea, calling the radiation from cell phones a possible carcinogen. The government agency encourages parents to reduce their children's RF exposure from cell phones, since children are typically more sensitive to a variety of environmental agents. So does that worry teens?
My mama tells me that all the time. She says you're on the cell phone too much, like kills brain cells.
Makes you think in a way.
It's a little concerning, but at the same time, everyone has them, so.
I'm really not concerned about the use of my cell phone and it affecting my health.
Canada now joins the UK, Germany, Russia, Belgium, India, and Israel in warning parents to limit cell phone use for kids under 18. While Health Canada says the science is still inconclusive, it does make suggestions for anyone who uses a cell phone. Limit the length of cell phone calls and replace cell phone calls with text messages or use hands-free devices. Texting and hands-free calls emit less radiation and are considered safer. Health Canada isn't saying don't use a cell phone, it just wants the public to take precautions to avoid the potential risks. And our Checkpoint question tonight, are you worried about the impact of cell phones on your health? And what about your children? You can tweet us at @check_news, on Facebook at facebook.com/checknews, or email checkpoint@checknews.ca. Scott, 5 billion people around the world have cell phones. In Canada, 24 million use them, which is significant when you realize our population is 34.5 million. And now Health Canada is reminding everyone to reduce their exposure to radiation. Our Checkpoint question tonight, are you worried about the impact of cell phones on your health? And what about your children? Here's some thoughts from the streets of Victoria.
Really, overall, just in Victoria with everything else that there are here that are putting out radioactive waves is more than what we get from our cell phone. So I'm not worried about it at all.
Not particularly. No more than I am about half the other additives that are put in my food.
It's hard to like stop using your phone after you've developed a pattern of using it so much, but I guess I could not use it as much. I haven't been proven any side effects of how it damages humans, but I can see how it could. I haven't personally, I'm on my phone a lot and it hasn't done anything to me.
I talk on speakerphone most of the time anyways, so I think I'll stick with that, keep it out away from my body, and we'll be good to go.
And here's some of your social media responses. Shara Plows Callie says, I only let my daughter text on her cell. My husband passed away from a brain tumor. I truly believe that cell phones and brain tumors are connected in some way. I either tell my daughter text only or use an earpiece. Joe Carr says, I've used a cell phone since they first came out. I'm not worried about the health effects. However, I've always limited my use to essential calls, actively managing my use. And from Twitter, PR in Victoria writes, I am worried, and I want to know if Bluetooth is just as bad, as it involves radio waves to go from my phone to my ear. And again, Health Canada says the science is inconclusive about the link between cell phones and cancer, and more research is needed. And that's tonight's Checkpoint.